I just finished binge watching The Paper over on Peacock. And if you don't know what that is, you will soon enough. It's a follow-up series, kind of a quasi-sequel to The Office. All right, now this takes place in real time, and the documentary crew that made the documentary about the Dunder Mifflin based in Scranton has come back to Scranton to do a follow-up, but they realize the company doesn't exist anymore. They were bought out by another company in Toledo that primarily makes toilet paper. But they one time had their own local newspaper, and now they want to revive that newspaper. So now our documentary crew has flown out to Toledo, and they're following that staff as they try reviving the paper. But the only problem here is nobody has journalistic experience. And that's when the zany madcap stuff starts to kick in. And it's fun, all right? I had a blast. By the end of the episode, I was hooked and I just couldn't stop watching it. Now, I will say, this cast is primarily not super big, but familiar looking faces. And that's kind of how The Office was in the beginning. We didn't know many of the people in it, but they became breakout stars. Like we have Alex Edelman, Melvin Gregg, Tim Key, Ramona Young, Chelsea Frei, just to name a few, and you'll notice you're like, oh, I've seen them here, I've seen them there, but they're great here. And then we have some familiar faces, like the manager of the Italian White Lotus, Sabrina Impacciatore. I'm saying the name wrong, so I put a weird spin on it to make it sound like I knew what I'm saying. But her character's a little odd. It took a while for me to kind of like get acquainted with her, but I really like someone who we all pretty much know his face, Domhnall Gleeson. He killed it in here. Now, I will say the characters, I'm skipping someone here. We have a familiar face from The Office. We have Oscar. He's now working here, and he is not happy that the documentary crew is there again. And he gets to shine more than he did in The Office because he's a primary character. He's one of our main core characters, and he's killing it. All these characters are awesome. I will say they try being too zany and like a mesh up between their own characters, and yet they kind of make them wacky like Michael. And it's like, we don't need that. Let them be who they are. And they eventually get there by the end of the series. But I will say they try being too edgy and swearing, and we didn't have that in The Office. But when we did get a few curse words, it was scarce. So when it happened and it was bleeped, it was funny. But here you do it left and right, loosey-goosey, and it's like, we don't need that. Just because you're not on NBC, you don't got to push the limit. Because the comedy is good. They have some great setups and premises here. And honestly, I was hooked by the end of the first episode, and I just binged the heck out of it. And I hope they make a second season. Like I said, this is now available over on Peacock, so go and check it out. And if you have checked it out, do you agree or disagree with the stuff I said? And do you think that they'll get a second season? Let me know all your thoughts on it in the comments down below. And if you happen to have liked this review, why not hit like and subscribe to stay in the loop? Because I'm putting out daily trailer reactions, movie reviews, series reviews, entertainment news, and so much more, all right here on this platform. And if you happen to like entertainment podcasts, why not check out mine? It's called Movie Toast, news and reviews, and it's available wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you, and please stay toasty.